Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Khmer in European Universalis 4. So, we've got a lot of revolt risk here. Quite a lot indeed. There's also still a lot of Hindu land in my homelands which I haven't dealt with. And I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fight the revolts. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and convert these two areas here. Well, 3 areas rather. And maybe Angkor to prevent Hindu zealots rising up in those areas, since that would be a little less than optimal. Oop. How old was my last king? But either way, I'm also coring a lot of things right now, so I have to wait. Now the next one I'm going to convert, Prekrusry, seems to also be very, very quick, compared to the others at least. So, now EUIV, I think, is on a similar development level since they took Lanar, but they also have 2 vassals, which when they integrate they'll be significantly stronger than me. So what I hope to happen is I finish off the Viet, Ming collapses and so ends up with all these different states down here, and I can hopefully take one of them. Which would be very advantageous. I also have other options in that I could, if I need to, go into Indonesia, like Malacca, Brunei, places like that. Now, I've already made that plan with Patani, who's allied with Pasay and Malacca, which is real annoying. So, what I think I'm going to have to do is take out all of these at once. Now, Malacca is allied with Patani, and this over here, which is not quite as difficult, I believe, to take on, as Pasay is quite difficult. However, I could also, for my first idea, take colonization and go to these areas. Colonize into these and get quite a valuable chunk of land. Now, there's one place I can't convert due to religious zeal, but that is probably going to be far down the line when I do finally convert it. It's this one here. Religious zeal till 1477, pretty damn big issue, but it has to be dealt with. Now this year, I'm going to be converting that, getting that chord. Then I'm going to focus on converting, first of all, these areas, which I've already said, but then I'm going to convert upwards from there, ignoring the religious zeal province. So, once I've actually got to the point I can convert these, I might have lost it on that, and I will probably get it, if that is the case. So, yeah, I'll have this being called by next month. Now, Lang Zhang's an ally right now to deter EUIV. Ming, they've gone neutral towards me. They were friendly initially, which I find stupid to be honest, but so I'll be able to deal with the Viet alone. So I may as well begin fabricating on the only province I can, Hugh, right now. And if I take that, I can then fabricate on 3, take those, then fabricate on 2 remaining ones, finish them off quickly. What's this then? Now my current karma is in the negative, but I do want to keep it in between minus 25 and 25. For the time being, I'm going to take the karma, since that means I can take more provinces before I lose this discipline bonus, which is pretty decent in giving my armies a significant boost, and I'm going to have to use it against the people here. Ooh. I'm going to try and take them out. If I can't, I'm going to actually hire mercs. They have got a slight... Ooh. Have they got the discipline? Yes, they have. That is not very good. I rolled good, though. And it looks like I've won. If I roll a good roll... Close. Yeah, I've won. Close. But now there's Hindu zealots. I'm going to harsh treatment them. Keep them down for a little longer. While I recover. Well, that might put me a little on the back footing. I have to deal with it. So back to Prekrusre with you lot. To help keep that down. But that's actually... well, okay. That only encourages noble rebels. Well, that's still a bad thing. What's this got this for? Powerful hostile monastery. I was about to say monarchy. Oops. So once the Viet is taken out, I should have around 200 development if they don't develop their provinces further, which should be enough to sustain about 26,000 troops. Which I should be able to use to quite reliably push Langzang back, and quite possibly full annex them. With Langzang gone, I should then have around 200 to 300, around 280, judging by starting development of the 4 nations that make up this here. That should put me in a position to quite possibly destroy Ming, since Ming, well, they do get a very big tech bonus. They can also be very easy to deal with. And you got some stuff. I'll just take that name. Now those are about to get called. So this seems to be a relatively stable time. Full speed ahead. Military score's not bad. Now, I believe these start with an epic leader too, which is a bit of a bother. Now, once this overextension is gone, national revolt risk is going to go down. That is going to help delay the potentially inevitable. Kamau is going to be the next place to convert, then Angkor. Now, I'm quite likely going to get Cham as a accepted culture once all of this is called. I'd prefer to lose that prestige. Some estates are demanding control of territory. Oh no. How much do you demand? What was your big bonus? Stability. Okay. You expect to control at least 10%. But then again, I want to give them also valuable provinces. That's nobility, that's got no estate. I'm going to give this to the monastic order. That has satisfied them immediately. So, advisor costs and tolerance are heretics. However, Heathian is not accepted at all, which is why that's that and this is this. Now you can convert to two other versions of the religion. One gives morale of armies and tolerance of heretics on a lesser degree. The other just gives massive tolerance overall. The advisor cost, though, is very useful, and I think I'll actually be making use of them at some point. Like, look at how cheap they are. Very cheap. One's a discipline advisor, so now I have plus 10 discipline. The thing is, I'm going to take him because I think it's for the best that I have all the discipline I can get, because it reduces my losses, which will reduce how much manpower I lose. Manpower is a little limited for now. And it'll also give me a damage advantage, which makes them lose more manpower, which would be exceptionally useful against Euphia. Since if I can take them out, that should remove my biggest rival from the equation, or biggest early game rival. The biggest rival after that is Ming, which is, well, they have a good possibility of collapsing, though I bet you, since this is the game I'm not going to be pushing, since this is the game I'm playing over here, they're not going to collapse. Now, it seems certain things are, due to the culture now being accepted, certain things are slightly faster. I'm still going to go for the next one in my homeland here, rather than what's over there. Now, Cambodian nobles dying away. Now, this has been delayed pretty significantly, so that should be quite good for us. Since if it's delayed this much, I should be able to cope and get some good manpower back. Now, I'm making significant amounts of money at times. The game doesn't seem to be able to decide on how much I should make, but that is enough to. I am affording an advisor, which is going to boost my military progress. And if I can get this before other ones do, I should have a nice significant advantage. Ming, they might get it too. The other advantage is, if I take over De Viet and fabricate on all of this, Ming does have allies. Of all places, I didn't expect them to ally Euphia, who's annexed one of their vassals. So, Euphia is on the way to being a pretty unified state, and yet they're annexing their other vassal. The current leader is they've got regency, and their next leader's pretty poor too. Now, this truce ends in another 6 years. I have to wait till then. That's all I can do. Now, if I take land from Ming, it's most likely going to be all the stuff in this node, Canton, since I can direct that down to... Nope, Siam, the node that is my home node, is a starter node. That's gutting. Canton isn't a starting node. But I believe I can quite reliably with it. Since this land's... it's well developed too. Well, no. Okay, no it's not. This here, that's pretty well developed. That area there in the Canton node. The rest of it's... yeah, that's not a good development. Okay, I thought it was going to be more developed than that. Then again, all development's like centered in the eastern area, so that makes sense. It's like a line there, and this here is like a little bulge out of it. I have to think there for a moment because I can't get words right. So 1.5 years. chances are I'll be able to get this converted to Khmer. I'll take the caution. And secondly, since I am now I'm a little isolated. I'm allied with Langzang Pegu versus Ayutthaya, Twango, and Ming. Like, Ming will have to see through this, and he'll have to deal with Twango, though I have all confidence in that he can kill a 4K stack or 8. And I'd have to take on Ayutthaya. Though if Ayutthaya goes over here or here, it could be quite damaging. The other thing I can do is, with this, if I have all of that and all of this, I should be a significantly strong nation. I should be able to push Ayutthaya, but in a 1 versus 1 situation if they don't expand further, which they probably will. Now, Ming on the other hand, they got a buff and a nerf. Since I haven't played them personally, but I do believe that there's a few changes to how they work. And well, generally, how strong they are, I think their armies may be more competent now. Haixi seems to be en route to form Manchu, which could pose quite an interesting case if they end up going this way and then eventually attacking Ming, since I believe their AI priorities have a few things which influences what they do. Namely, I think they are influenced to do the decision for Manchuria, and are then encouraged to attempt to form Qing. And it does occasionally happen. This is going to be done soon. Angkor is actually the longest one now, and is earning quite a significant amount. I'm going to actually stamp it. Not going to let it go just yet. For various reasons. Because I think I can actually stop it altogether. Since pushing it back one of that seems to give me about 3 years each time. Also, what achievements can I earn with Khmer? The game can keep playing, decent reserve, pile of gold, protected market, a sun god, that doesn't matter to me. Aggressive expander, or your trade, every continent blackjack, bleed them dry, blockader, center of attention, which I probably won't get, only core province with at least 60 development, can do that. Die please die, that's luck. Down under's actually quite the possibility. This I could get. And well. It's all about the money, that's quite chance. Just a little patience, I am probably going to get. My armies are invincible. I actually see that as quite a high chance too, as is the naval version of the achievement. That is converted, so let's get... I'm going to go to Indrapur next, actually. I'm going to break off from what I said I was going to do. I'm going to get that done. Now, I don't really have anything to take related to that. Now, let's see. Over 1,000. If I play really well, I might get that. Rags and riches. That's a possibility with some nations. But I can't do it in this game. I could use threaten actually at some point. I'll get the loyalty. Thank you very much. Now, 20 minutes have passed. Let's have a quick look through the rest of the achievements. Grand Armada. That is a possibility. Just a lot of things are... yeah, this Navy can take it all. I might get that. Total Control. Good possibility at that. If I play well. Truly Divine Ruler. Luck. And... Turn the Tide. Can't do that because I'm not a colony. Yep, there's a lot of things I can do. And a whole lot of things that could happen. Could play well, could play bad. So, either way, gonna end this episode here. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll probably have our war with the Viet, the second war. We'll likely be a stable position too by the time we declare that war, since most areas which were revolty are being dealt with quite comfortably. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time where hopefully we can get the Viet under our thumb. Bye for now.